Good evening, everyone. Chief Meteorologist Andrea Michaels here with a latest look at the winter storm that we are closely tracking. Still currently situated just off to the west. As of 8 o'clock in the evening, you can see that there are some snow showers moving across the Midwest, portions of the Great Lakes, and even spilling into the Ohio Valley. Over the next several hours, that's going to shift into the western portion of the state, and ultimately, we're going to get a little bit of light snow out of it as well. There are winter weather advisories in purple plastered across the Midwest, the Ohio Valley, Mid-Atlantic, even up through New England. And you'll notice some of these pink alerts too. Those are winter storm warnings that are in effect for few areas in New England. None of them are stretching into the northeastern portion of the state, though. We are looking at winter weather advisories across all of the state, actually, including our area as well. All 10 of our counties here under a winter weather advisory from 3 o'clock in the morning Tuesday until 1 o'clock in the afternoon. It is going to start off as accumulating snow, but some of us are going to see mixing slide in. So here's the latest timeline of our expectations. Between 3 to 7 o'clock in the morning on Tuesday, that's when snow is going to arrive from west to east. And of course, it's going to accumulate. Just about as quickly, though, as it gets in our southeastern spots like southeastern Adams, much of Lancaster and York counties, we start to get mixing, and that's going to move in after 7 and continue to work its way from southeast to northwest, potentially getting as far northwest as Harrisburg. Ultimately, the snow does transition over to that mix of rain in many spots, maybe a little bit of sleet, but it does come to an end between 10 o'clock in the morning to 1 o'clock in the afternoon. Futurecast shows over the next several hours we're dry, even at 3 o'clock in the morning. Very early risers might not see much of anything initially, but it sweeps in through 6, 7 o'clock in the morning. You'll notice some of the green here and maybe a little bit of the pink, indicating that, yes, mixing with a little bit of ice in the form of sleet pellets and some rain is already starting to work into our southeastern spots. So far southeastern Lancaster and York counties, I think you're going to be pretty close to the cutoff to nothing here, but we do get rain at least out of it, beneficial rain. Notice that mixing line, though, working northwest through the morning with a lot of blue, indicating, of course, that's all snow, even for Harrisburg at, say, about 8 o'clock in the morning, and especially points to the north and to the west. In areas where it stays mostly snow, that's where you're going to get the most accumulations. Obviously, the mixing is going to hamper down on those totals and compress it and make it pretty slushy, maybe even wash it away in our spots that don't get nearly as much as the others. Talking York, Lancaster counties, of course, and even southeastern portions of Adams County before this ultimately dries out. You can expect slick and slushy roads, of course, but as we move into the afternoon, conditions are going to steadily improve, and travel, especially where you're seeing the most snow amounts, will ultimately improve as well. Most of our area is still looking to get at least 2 to 5 inches of snowfall. Now, I will say more mixing equals less totals, even if you're in the 2 to 5 inch range, because you'll notice some of that mixing does get to Harrisburg. So it could be hard to think 4 or 5 inches. I think places, say like Lycans, maybe Duncannon, where you don't get that mixing, that's where you've got the highest chance of those higher totals. Farther down to the southeast, though, including much of Lancaster, York, and even portions of southeastern Adams counties, a coating to 2 inches, and there could be a very sharp cutoff if the mixing line comes in pretty strong between something and nothing, and it might just be over a 10, 15 mile distance too. With that said, here's a look at the rest of your weather impact 7-day forecast. Our weather impact alert comes to an end as conditions improve Tuesday afternoon, and we're just left with plain cold through the rest of the week. Breezy, a few flurries for Thursday, a frigid Friday with temperatures nearly 20 degrees below averages. Then we see some snow showers, flurries for Saturday, maybe a few more flurries Sunday before another hit of brutal cold moves in for early next week.